Hello and welcome to Epics with Dr.Yazhini, where ancient Tamil stories find a voice in the modern world. I'm Dr. Yazhini, and today we journey into the world of kings, warriors, and destinies. Let's begin. Ponniyin Selvan, Episode 1, with chapters 1, 2, and 3. Let us go back in time, about 1,000 years, to the age of great Chola Empire. In the region between Tondai Nadu and Chola Nadu, near today's Chidambaram, there was a very large lake. It was called Veeranarayana Lake. During the monsoon months, especially Adi and Avani, this lake would fill up completely, almost like a sea. The water came from the Kollidam River through a channel called Vallavarayan. From this lake, water was distributed to many fields through several sluice gates. Because of this, farming was active everywhere around the lake. This lake was not just natural, it was created with great planning by the Chola rulers for the benefit of the people. One evening, during the Adi festival season, a young man was riding along the bank of this lake. His name was Vandiyathevan. He had been traveling for a long distance. He and his horse were both tired. But Vandiyathevan was not in a hurry. He was enjoying the view. It was a time of Adi Perukku. Many people had gathered near the lake. Families had come with food. Women had decorated their hair with flowers. Children were playing near the water. Some people were eating, some were standing near the shore, and some had even stepped into the water. Young girls were singing. They sang songs about rivers, about floods, and about the greatness of kings. Vandiyathevan stood there for some time, watching and listening. He felt happy and proud. After a while, he noticed boats coming from a distance. They had wide sails and were keep moving quickly across the water. When they reached the shore, armed guards got down and started clearing the people. Everyone moved aside immediately. Vandiyathevan did not understand what was happening, so he asked someone nearby. He was told that these belonged to the Palubur lords, powerful nobles in the Chola kingdom. Vandiyathevan had heard about them before. For a moment, he felt like meeting them, but then he remembered his mission. He had been sent by Prince Aditya Karigalan. He had been clearly instructed not to reveal himself, not to get into trouble, and to avoid powerful officials. So Vandiyathevan decided not to stay there. He moved away and continued his journey. As he traveled, his thoughts went ahead of him. He imagined the Chola land, the river Kaveri, the fertile fields, the temples, and the cities. He also thought about his mission. He was carrying letters from Prince Aditya Karikalan to the emperor and the princess. This was an important responsibility. He knew he had to be careful. Soon he reached a place near a temple. There was a large crowd. At the center, three men were arguing loudly. One was a devotee of Vishnu, another was a devotee of Shiva, and the third was a philosopher. They were arguing about which god is greater. The argument became intense. Each one was trying to prove his point. Vandiyathevan stepped in. He spoke in a calm, slightly playful way. He said, "Both Shiva and Vishnu are equal. There's no need to argue." He even joked that he had seen both gods and they were exactly the same. They were of the same height. People laughed. But the situation quickly got out of control. The crowd became noisy and the things almost turned into a fight. At that moment, a great procession arrived. The Paluvur Lord came riding on an elephant. There were gods, drums, and announcements. Behind him, there was a closed palanquin. For a brief moment, the curtain moved. A woman inside became visible. She was very beautiful. But for some reason, Vandiyathevan felt very uneasy. He couldn't explain why. After the procession passed, some men disturbed Vandiyathevan's horse. The horse got frightened and ran away. Vandiyathevan went after the horse and brought it back. Vandiyathevan was angry and he controlled himself. He did not want trouble. Then the Vaisnavat man from earlier came to him. He was Alvarkadiyan Nambi. They started working together and went to a Vishnu temple. Inside the temple, Nambi began singing. He sang devotional hymns. His voice was full of feeling. Tears rolled down from his eyes. Vandiyathevan listened quietly. He began to see Nambi differently at this very moment. He understood that this man was deeply devoted. After coming out of the temple, Nambi made a request. He asked Vandiyathevan to deliver a message to the woman in the palanquin. Vandiyathevan refused. He did not want to get involved in unknown matters. He had his own mission, so he left and continued his journey towards Kadam. And so the journey of Vandiyathevan continues. What began as a simple travel is slowly turning into something much bigger. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to subscribe Epics with Dr. Yazhini and join me as we continue exploring timeless epics, one story at a time. Thank you.